Can I tell you a story about Elliott? It's one of my favorite stories to tell.
Yes,
He gets
yeah,
some
for
kick when I
sure.
tell it, so I'll tell you a story.
Yeah.
Elliott is one of the most thoughtful people I've ever met in my life. I know we like to bust on each other all the time, rib each other all the time, but one of my favorite stories, and there are countless stories that are similar to this of, Elliott's compassion and charity. And he understands his place in the sports universe and understands, the modicum of celebrity that he has. And he tries to use it for good as much as possible. I'll give you an example. This would have been 2007, I think it was. So this is when Elliott was still at CBC, was with Hockey Night in Canada, but was also doing the CFL on CBC. This is when the CBC had the CFL rights still.
Mhm.
And he was the host. And he was out somewhere. I don't know, might have been a mall or something. And a mother and father came up to him and said, "Hey, are you Elliotte Friedman?" He said, "Yes." And he said, "Listen, our son is a huge fan of yours. He's a huge CFL fan. Doesn't miss a game. Do you think we could get an autograph for him?" And Elliott said, "Like, yeah, of course, yeah, certainly. Where is he?" And they said, like, "Well, he's around the corner. He's a little shy. He's pretty embarrassed. He's going through chemotherapy and he doesn't have any hair." And so Elliott says, "Please bring him over. Please bring him over here." So they go and get the kid, and they bring the young man over. And Elliott's, super gracious, signs whatever he wants and talks to him and says, like, "Are you going to watch the game on Saturday?" I don't know, like Hamilton, Calgary or whatever it was. And the kid says, "Yeah, of course I am. Like, I don't miss a game." He says, "Okay, good. Cause I'm going to get your parents' phone number and I'm going to call you on Monday. Make sure you don't miss the game." Kid says, "Okay, fine. Great. Yeah, yeah." Before the game, Elliotte Friedman shaved his head bald and then called the kid's parents, said, "Put him on the phone. Put him on the phone." Said, "Don't you ever be embarrassed not to have hair." That's
Wow.
Elliotte Friedman. That's Elliott.
It's
That's the
beautiful.
level of, like, decent human
Whew.
being. So you get a chance to work with someone like that, as much as we joke on each other and bust on each other and rib each other. That's the quality of human being I get to work with on that podcast.